Hello everyone, today I want to show you how you can make a treehouse like I did in my survival world. So I'm just going to be creating a new world. You can see I don't have any cheats on or whatever. Everything's like vanilla settings, whatever. So I'm just going to name it like treehouse, and I'm just going to start the new world. So while I'm starting up, I just want to say that I think it's a bit easier in the plains biome. But I mean, obviously, sometimes you could spawn in another biome, and I would really only recommend this for a plains biome because otherwise, I don't really think it fits in like either plains biome or like the normal forest type of biome. But like if you spawn in a taiga biome or like a desert biome, I would say like either if you don't like the biome, then I would say like either restart the seed or whatever, or like move to another spot where there's a nice plains biome, or just build something else. So first, so you can see I'm actually in a plains biome. It's relatively common to spawn in a plains biome. You just want to go over here and mine some wood. I think this part is really a no-brainer. I'm just gonna be back with you when I get a good amount of wood. Also, you only need one, but meanwhile, once you actually cut down your first tree, I would suggest you to start bringing down the leaves, and you just wanna keep doing that until you get a sapling, and you're gonna need that sapling. Okay, there we go. I got a sapling. The rest of the leaves will decay anyway. And meanwhile, you want to go over here to anywhere where you really want your treehouse, and just plop your sapling. I wouldn't suggest putting it next to a cave, because like if a creeper comes out of there or something, just go right here, and now go over here and take 4 pieces of dirt, actually 5 pieces of dirt, just like if 6, I think I would say actually. So, and now place a piece of dirt above there, and place 4 pieces of dirt around the sapling. Now just get on here and break the one in the middle, and just get on down here. And now what this actually will allow this to do is make it into one of those tall trees. And now you want to go over here and just like, get some more wood. It doesn't have to be oak, but I would recommend most of it to be oak. Like if in this case I spawned near an acacia biome, so you could actually get a bunch of acacia leaves and stuff, or acacia wood, I mean. But you need a little bit of oak so that you can actually make the base of your tree be a bit more thick. Now, while you're here, you actually may want to collect some more saplings because the tall trees, they actually can be a bit of a different size sometimes. And I just realized, like, why am I not making tools? But yeah, now I'm just gonna go over here and mine some cobblestone a little bit so like I have enough for tools, and stuff. And yeah, you also want to collect a bit more of the saplings in case the tree doesn't turn out to be the type you like. Meanwhile, I would also suggest getting a little bit of coal just while you're waiting for your tree to go, because now I think I have enough wood, at least for the short term. Now is just getting a little bit of coal so that you can be able to get a furnace going and smelting some items soon. And as well as that, actually get some iron too, because iron will be useful so that you can get some better tools, obviously, and stuff like that. I actually really like this newer generation. I think it's way more interesting than before. Like, I think it was a bit underwhelming to get these like tiny ore veins. Now I really like that, even though it's technically should be like not significantly more or anything. I think it's still like a pretty good addition to the game that you have these you have big ore stuff. Actually, I haven't played in 1.17 that much in survival yet, so it's kind of all new to me. So I'm just like kind of smelting a little bit of stuff here because this raw iron actually turns out you can turn it straight into the iron ingots. I didn't know that. But I think it's a really interesting addition, and especially since you can use fortune later and stuff, I think it's really nice. Meanwhile, I'm going to be trying to find some sheep so that I can actually sleep for the night. Okay, here's a pack of sheep. Unfortunately, I don't have the patience to wait for shears, and I just ran out of hunger, so unfortunately, I'm gonna have to eat a little bit of the raw beef. I think raw beef doesn't poison you. At least like there's a very low chance. I completely forget all this stuff because normally I play in my like more advanced survival world, so I don't have to eat the raw beef and stuff. But anyway, I can actually now make a bed and sleep. So yeah, alright, and we're just like almost done here. And it actually turned out to be like exactly 16 iron, so that was exactly 2 pieces of coal. No, I think like in 1.17 it's actually way easier to start off in the early game, because now I can get like a pickaxe, whatever the frick I want. I can just get those out of there for new. I think I'm gonna cook my stuff now here. You know, I'm just like trying to decide what else to get. Maybe like a chest plate or something. I'm pretty confident in not dying yet, so yeah, I think it should be fine with a chest plate on me at the moment. Alright, I got my pork chops and actually eat now. And meanwhile, our tree is not growing yet. It doesn't look like it's growing. Right, but I think that's actually not a bad start for now. I think it should be considered a bit of a bug that you can't actually shift-click stuff into your offhand. Anyway, now I would suggest like just packing up your stuff and moving over to where your sapling was over there. So yeah, I would say though that it's actually more efficient to go around here in the caves and stuff and try to find skeletons. I think I just heard a skeleton somewhere. Okay, there he is. There we go. This time he dropped a couple bones. That's just great. Now we have like, what, like 6 bone meal already? That's pretty good, I'd say. Alright, and now it grew. So that's just great. And it looks like it's a good one too, so we don't even have to use up our extra sapling. Now you can remove your dirt blocks. By the way, if you're wondering, the dirt blocks are not a joke. It's actually like somewhere I learned. I don't know where I learned it, but if you place 4 dirt blocks around like the place where it would grow, then it actually grows into a big tree. It's actually a pretty good tree. If I just go into free cam, you don't have to do this, but I'm just gonna show you around this tree. You can see here we have like 3 of these sort of leaf blobs. So we have like one here, another one here, and another one at the top. I think that's perfect. That means we can have like more than just a one level of our treehouse here. Now, this is actually another thing you should have been doing, which I failed to do. Make a bunch of more wood and make a couple things. So just make a bunch of slabs. Also make sure not to convert all of your logs because I'm just going to be popping a couple logs here around the bottom to make it look a bit more like it's a tree that has like a significant trunk, you know, because like this looks like it's propped up on a stick. You can actually plant some more saplings around here so that you can get like more wood. Alright, so I'm just going to plant a couple more trees around here just so that like I can get a bit more wood when I need to. But now let's actually start building the treehouse. Now, I would suggest to already kind of start thinking a little bit about how you're going to be coming up with the treehouse. So, sometimes you can come up in like a clockwise or on a counterclockwise spiral. So, in this case, I would probably say like a counterclockwise spiral. So, coming down from like somewhere over here, and then coming up to there, and then to the next sort of leaf blob, and up there to the highest leaf blob. So in each of these leaf blobs, my goal is to kind of have like a platform in each of these blobs. I think it's really cool that you can make like a treehouse like this. Anyway, now I'm just gonna start to think a little bit about what I'm gonna be doing. Now, I could use free cam, but in the interest of you people who are not using mods, I'm just gonna pillar up here. I'm just gonna make a rough estimate of like, here's how I'm gonna plan out my tree. I see these two, I think like, if I get rid of that, I think there could be a platform there, because I want the platforms to be kind of close to the tree trunk, so it doesn't look like they're just supported by empty space. Next, I think we're gonna have to get rid of these couple logs over here, because anything that looks a little bit diagonal off the side of the trunk, then I think it's not gonna be exactly what you want, because then it looks like it's just coming out of nowhere. But now I think it's gonna be like, yeah, we have one platform over here. Maybe actually we could make like a sort of fake branch. Maybe we can make like a sort of fake branch ourselves over here and kind of like remove these branches because I think this branch being kind of on the diagonal is not very convenient. Maybe actually I'm thinking about maybe moving it up a bit. So like maybe having it like right there. But now this one's in the way. I think maybe that one could go and we could make another one like it's like our own branch over here. Yeah, I think I kind of like this. About 4 blocks out, I would say, because I made my own treehouse and they were also about like 3 or 4 blocks out. And I think any bigger and it starts to look a little bit like it's fake. So I would say there's that. Now and now I would say going off over here, we would maybe want to place like a scaffolding block there and now like another like sort of slab there and now another sort of our own generated branch here. Now I think here's how my layout is kind of planned to be. So I'm gonna remove all this because Yeah, it's gonna be a little bit in the way, so you can always place down leaves back if you want, because yeah, you saw the amount of iron there is. Like you could get cheers as much as you want, but I would say now maybe like a little platform over here like this. Maybe like 3 by 4. I don't want it to be exactly square because then it looks like a bit too square, I think. And then now I'm gonna start building down so I can actually get up here easily. So now you want to go around here, around the tree, and sort of place a slab here at every other like half position. So you see it's going at like a sort of thing there, and now you want to stop sort of around here. Here I'm gonna be placing like a couple more logs maybe around here, just like a little bit, so that there's a bit more like substance. I don't know, so that the tree is a bit more like a proper tree. And now here at the bottom, I'm gonna make like a little bit more up here so that like you could start up coming from anywhere. And I want to place scaffolding block under every sort of thing here. And you want to place another slab here so that basically, yeah, it's going to be kind of like a spiral like this. And yeah, now this looks a little bit out of place, so maybe like, and this also does, so maybe I can actually replace that with just a piece of wood there. I don't know, some of this is a little bit kind of finicky sometimes, like I'm thinking about like how to make this look a bit more like a natural tree. Like not a natural Minecraft tree, but a natural like actual tree. I don't know, guys. Like, I'm a technical player. I don't really specialize in these sort of things. But anyway, now you want to just come up here and do the same sort of like continue the spiral a little bit. And of course, like mine out the leaves here at the top. Try to mine out the least amount of leaves that you need to, except around here, because around here I think it's kind of nice sometimes to have a little bit of like look around area. I don't know really what it's called, to be honest. Anyway, like actually I think here's gonna be our next platform. I completely forgot about this. Here, it looks a little bit weird. So I think like maybe we could actually yeah, do with a little bit more of the oak wood. And this is actually what the trees here are for, because you can actually just take the leaves here, not the leaves, the what they're called, the oak stem or whatever it is. And I can just go a little bit like that. That looks way better in my opinion. Kind of like these are supporting this piece of tree. Now with a little bit of the extra iron you have, I was just making a little bit of shears, and so you can take down a little bit of the leaves here. If you can't, it's okay, you can always do it later. But I think like sometimes it's, yeah, kind of nice to have your leaves if you want them. And like I would say like here you see it, like I think that's a nice thing to do, because you see like we don't have anything going on over here. This is our platform and this is our next platform. So I kind of like don't want there to be space where we don't need space. It's a shame that there aren't so many oak trees so close to my location there. But I guess it is a plains biome. There isn't like much oak, many trees going on in the plains. Now it actually is just maybe to craft up a little bit more of the fences. Just need some more wood actually. Maybe like in some places like just place a little bit of fence. So yeah, so that you can, yeah, just have some fence. I'm thinking to probably make this part my storage room. So I'm thinking like maybe over here we could actually clear out a little bit of space for some chests. And that way, yeah, we could have just like a little bit of extra room for any chests we need here. Unfortunately, at the moment, I actually don't have like enough chests, or as many as I would like. But I just want to patch up a couple of these like holes here, sort of like that. And then like once I get more wood, I'll fill up this whole area with double chests. Alright, so I just ran out of food and it's almost bedtime, as you can see from the Enderman over there. And I'm actually, yeah, pretty low on health right now, but as you can see, I've been crafting a bunch of chests, and this is kind of what I want my finished product to look like, a little bit. You can see, yeah, we have a bunch of chests here, and the nice thing is that you can actually open this because the leaves are transparent blocks, so you can actually open those. But anyway, you can see yeah, this is what it looks like. And at the moment, I'm probably actually just gonna put down the bed right here. But yeah, this is obviously not where I want my bed to be. What I'm thinking of doing actually is raising this up one level and making this all up, yeah, on a second level. So essentially, okay, that's gonna be a problem. I'm gonna have to clear out a bit more leaves. I'm not sure how I feel about that. I'm trying to like preserve as much of the leaves as I can, but I mean, sometimes yeah, you gotta do it. Okay, I just ran out of these. Hope I don't actually die here. Should probably get some more food cooking. Alright, but so I got some more slabs, and here, that's what I want it to kind of look like. And now I think I'm actually, I can make, yeah, this other support, and I think that actually looks wonderful. In my opinion, of course, I'm no expert builder or anything. But yeah, so now I think I'm gonna actually put my bed right here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna place a couple of placeholder blocks here. I'm putting my bed. I'm actually wondering where I'm gonna spawn at night. So I'm gonna keep that there for now, but I'm just gonna remove the blocks under the bed. You can see actually it doesn't look too bad because it's just a bed. So yeah. And meanwhile, let's get to work on some other stuff. So, of course, this down here is just going to be the sort of like look around place, and of course the storage system. Up here, I think is where my utility place is going to be. So I think I'm actually going to pop down there and take my crafting bench. So yeah, I'm going to take that. I don't really need the composter anymore. And I'm going to take my, yeah, stuff there. So I'm just gonna, right, I'm just gonna take that. And I think I'm gonna plot my crafting table right around here, maybe? Around there sounds fine. And I'm gonna put my furnace right next to it. Actually, maybe I'll put my crafting table a bit closer because I seem to use it more. Another good idea maybe is like just put your crafting table in the trunk. That could be a good idea. Now I'm actually gonna craft some more sticks. I'm gonna use the acacia logs for just wood that I just use for random stuff. So I'm just gonna make sticks with that. I don't think I actually needed that much. And now using the oak, because this is an oak themed project more or less, I'm gonna make as many of the oak fences as I can. And then I'm just gonna put a little oak fence around here. Not like so that I don't fall off, but I mean, I guess it's kind of for that. More so that you just kind of, I don't know, it looks a bit more substantial here, I guess. And now I would actually just like putting a little chest here maybe, just for, I don't know, like food and stuff that, like when you get up and stuff, then yeah, then you can just like take a little bit of food out of here or something. So yeah, now I'm gonna just to make like a little bit of torches and place a torch on like every corner here around here. Just that it's a little bit lit up. Now, you want a little bit of iron and turn all, like, not all of it, but like turn it into a little bit of the ingots. And now make a couple of chains. And this is actually your option. You could either make chains or just some more fence gates. But you also want a couple of lanterns. And this part is optional. I'm gonna use chains instead of fences, but you could also use fences. But obviously the chains is a bit more expensive versus like fences you can just get around anywhere. Yeah, I'm burning through my iron really quickly here with all these fences. Or the chains rather. And now you want to get a couple more slabs and just go around here and like in some random spot. Place another slab on the sort of underside so that it makes it a full block. And then you want to place like some varied lengths of the chains. And on the ends of the chains you want to of course put some lanterns. And now I'm actually going to go to sleep before I continue because I want to test out how the bed actually works. So just want to see where I respawn. It doesn't really matter, but okay, yeah, I respawn right here, which is perfect. I actually really was hoping that it wouldn't try to spawn me on the full block, but it spawned me right here, which is perfect, and it actually spawned me facing the chest. So I think that's a really nice deal. And here, you could actually do that. I'm not sure if that's better than just having a couple chains hanging there. And maybe this one I'll like make it a bit lower so that it's a bit more variation. But yeah, now I think it's time to do a little bit of trimming around the edges because it doesn't actually look that nice. So I'm just gonna go into free cam again. But I think it looks okay, but over here you can see it looks like it's a little bit sticking out and you don't really want that. So what I suggest to do is instead of doing this, I would suggest to actually make it, give it sort of like a, yeah, a little bit of a like rounder edge. Like that already looks a little bit better, but I still think it could be a bit better, maybe something like that. I don't know. I think this looks way better already. And about the leaves, I'm actually far from a specialist about the leaves, but I think maybe a couple extra leaves here couldn't hurt. Actually, I'm not entirely sure this needs to be that far out. I think I'll just take out this whole section here, like all of this, like completely, and I'll actually have to take down the chains too. But I think this is what I'm gonna do, something like this, because I think, in my opinion, that looks already a lot better. Yeah, because if you look now, I think it's got a little bit more of the depth. Of course, we have the floating chain, but now, like, you can see this platform is a little bit more in than this one. And I think this being the bedroom, we don't really need it to be that big. Versus this, we might add some more like benches over here, like a cryptography table or something. Yeah, something like that. I'm just gonna deal with the chain situation right now. Yeah, and now it's time to add a little bit more detail, because we have all these nice lanterns hanging around here, but it's not exactly detailing. Now this is actually something I haven't done in my own survival world, but I think it looks actually way better when you do this. So craft up some planks and some buttons. The planks you want to craft into your slabs, and the buttons you can just, yeah, take buttons. So now with the wooden buttons, you just kind of go around here and be like, oh, you can place a button there. Yeah, just kind of go around like, sometimes on the tree where you see like deformations, like a little thing sticking out of the tree. Yeah, just place some of those around somewhere. Yeah, just place a couple slabs around the place. Of course, not too much, because, as I said, it's not too good to have too much of this, because slabs are a little bit more intrusive, in my opinion. I don't know if that's the right word or anything. But yeah, now you may want to take a little bit of stone slabs, or stone buttons, and place them around the place here, like a pebbles. But that's also, like, that's completely optional as well, of course. Alright, so the last step is relatively simple and straightforward, but it's actually, it can be a little bit hard. It's pretty much just to tidy up the leaves around here. So I would say like patching up stuff like this, because it doesn't really look good from the outside. Something like this is your preference if like you want to be able to, like, for example, be in the inside here and then like look around, or would you rather have the leaves covering up? Like, it technically would look nicer from the outside, but yeah, I'm not sure. Around here though, at the top, with the where it's the bedroom sort of, I actually wouldn't mind a bit more leaf coverage because, I mean, it's kind of like the bedroom, so now maybe I'll even add a little bit of like overhang, I guess, around here. Yeah, like something like that, so that just so that it looks a little bit more substantial. I keep going into free cam, but it's just like kind of to show you around here. Also around here, maybe could add a little bit more. If you have access to a jungle, you could even get some vines in the mix. But I don't often use vines because I find them a bit annoying, like they spread everywhere. And around here there's also a little bit of yeah, twig, I think that should come back there. So yeah, basically like we ripped out a bit of leaves, but I think, yeah, we should put some back. Around here I even made it cover up a bit more. Because I think, yeah, I think I needed a bit more, I guess, stuff up there. I think this is actually a pretty good treehouse now. So you got your bottom level with your storage system. You got your higher level where you can put some more crafting benches here. You could put some more like over here, and you got your top level with your bedroom. And by the way, so actually, where is it? Time played. See, it's only 1.72 hours. So yeah, it's under 2 hours. I think that's pretty good. Anyway, yeah guys, that's gonna be it for today. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you want to see more stuff like this, or actually not more stuff like this, like I normally make technical Minecraft content, but anyway, make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.